Today, we will delve deeper into the history of the Evocatus, which refers to the exceptional soldiers who later reenlisted in the Roman legions. Come along with us as we investigate their illustrious standing, the astounding contributions they made, and the enduring effect they had on the world of the ancients. So assemble yourselves here and get ready to be astounded by the tales that the Evocatus, Rome's revered veterans, have to tell. Before we can even begin to comprehend the importance of the Evocatus, we need to first acknowledge the majesty and might of the Roman legions. The Roman legions were famous throughout history for their exceptional military capability, strict discipline, and well-oiled machine mentality. They were responsible for the expansion of the Roman Empire, the shaping of history, and the maintenance of its formidable force. The life of a Roman legionary was one that was both difficult and gratifying in equal measure. It required arduous training, unflinching allegiance, and a dedication to serving Rome in every capacity possible. Young recruits went through tough training to help them develop the discipline and skills necessary to become soldiers. They were trained to march in formation, use their weapons with precision, and persevere through the challenges that came with a life in the military. Roman legionaries were required to take a solemn oath of allegiance to the Roman state as well as to the officers who commanded them. Because it was essential to the legion's cohesiveness and efficiency as a fighting unit, loyalty to the legion and its commanding officers was of the utmost significance. After completing their term of service, the majority of legionaries received an honorable discharge and went back to living in civilian society. The length of time that Roman legionaries were expected to serve ranged anywhere from 20 to 25 years, depending on the era in which they were recruited. They were awarded a discharge diploma once their time in the military was up. This is a piece of paper that certifies their honorable service and gives them access to a variety of benefits. Some former service members may find it difficult to readjust to civilian life after having spent their lives in the military. Many of them decided to make their homes in the communities in which they had previously served or went back to their childhood communities, while others looked for work or business opportunities. In spite of the difficulties of returning to civilian life, a select group of decorated veterans responded to a unique appeal to rejoin the legions as members of the Evocatus. Within the ranks of the Roman military, the Evocatus was considered to be of the highest honor. They were seasoned troops who had already served their country and demonstrated both their dedication and prowess in various capacities. The Roman emperor or other high-ranking authorities frequently issued the summons that led to the candidate becoming an Evocatus. The fact that the emperor felt the need to call upon the Evocatus demonstrates how remarkable their powers are and how important they are in critical situations. An Evocatus was a highly decorated veteran who, after serving their allotted time in the Roman legions, was given a special summons to return to active duty in the Roman army. This call to duty typically came from the Roman emperor or other high-ranking military leaders. The origin of the name Evocatus may be traced back to the Latin word evocare, which can be translated as to call out or to summon. This honorable recognition of the veterans' remarkable talents, dedication, and bravery demonstrated during their earlier service in the legions came in the form of a call to return to military service. These seasoned troops carried a plethora of knowledge and expertise from their prior service, making them valuable assets in times of need, which is why the function of an Evocatus was so important. Their successful reintegration into the legions in their new roles as Evocati helped to the Roman military's consistency, cohesion, and effectiveness. There was no requirement for veterans to accept the invitation to become an Evocatus, so not all of them were given this honor. It was normally only given to those individuals who had distinguished themselves during their service and who were renowned for their exceptional behavior and valor in combat. The emperor or other military authorities regarded the Evocati as trusted and dependable troops who were able to provide leadership, training, and stability during times of conflict and emergency. Within the legion, the Evocati played an important part in the process of mentoring and training younger and less experienced troops, which helped to build a strong sense of camaraderie and togetherness among the other soldiers. They were able to shift the tide of battle in favor of the Roman legions thanks to their leadership on the battlefield, as well as their tactical understanding and their ability to maintain composure under duress. Receiving the summons to become an Evocatus from the emperor was widely regarded as one of the most honorable achievements a Roman veteran could achieve in their lifetime. The outstanding level of competence, loyalty, and bravery demonstrated by these individuals during their prior service earned them this summons as a form of acknowledgement. It was a tremendous honor to get the summons to return to the legions as an Evocatus, and with that distinction came the notion that it was one's duty and responsibility to respond to the requests of the emperor in times of crisis. The Evocatus was able to provide significant benefits to both the Roman legions and the empire as a whole. The Evocatus played an important part in the training and mentorship of younger warriors due to their extensive military experience. The legion was able to achieve greater success and become more cohesive as a result of their leadership abilities and fighting expertise. The Evocati, being veteran troops, were an integral part of the legion's leadership as well as the training of newer soldiers. They brought a plethora of information with them from their prior service, which they generously shared with soldiers who were younger and had less experience. The direction and instruction provided by the Evocati guaranteed that new recruits received the appropriate training, were disciplined, and were prepared for the rigors of life in the military. Within the legion, a great sense of cohesion and solidarity was established as a result of the presence of the Evocati. The link that was formed between them was stronger than any hierarchy they belonged to because to the companionship and experiences they had in common. The legion's ability to keep its discipline and perform at its best in the face of adversity was directly correlated to the degree of unity it shone on the battlefield. In times of crisis and warfare, the presence of experienced Evocati provided the legion with security and confidence, which allowed them to better perform their duties. Their knowledge and expertise gained from earlier wars and conflicts proved to be extremely helpful in leading the legion to victory. The tactical expertise of the Evocati and their capacity to maintain composure in the face of intense pressure frequently swung the advantage of the fight in favor of the Roman legions. On the battlefield, the Evocati were known to lead by example, establishing rigorous expectations for bravery, discipline, and dedication. Their acts of bravery and daring served as an inspiration to their fellow soldiers, infusing the ranks with confidence and a sense of purpose. The Evocati were instrumental in keeping the troops' morale high over lengthy campaigns and under trying conditions, which was a critical function for them to play. Their presence and encouragement served to remind the soldiers of the honor they had in serving Rome, as well as the joint purpose they all shared. The Evocatus have left a legacy that will endure well beyond the period they spent in service. Their service in the Roman legions left an imprint on the annals of military history that will never be erased. Their tales of valor, fidelity, and leadership have been told from generation to generation, serving as a source of motivation for those who would one day serve their country in the armed forces. The Evocatus's legacy had a significant and long-lasting effect on the development of Roman military history. The Evocatus served as a model for honor, devotion, and undying commitment to the Roman state. Their experiences served as a source of motivation for subsequent generations of soldiers and as a timely reminder of the importance of fidelity and obligation. The Evocatus was a document that ensured the Roman legions would continue to exist and that the empire would remain stable. Their presence strengthened the skills of the Roman troops and assisted in the upkeep of the large lands under Roman control. The awe-inspiring story of the Evocatus, the elite veterans of Rome's legions, has now come to an end. They earned a renowned status, made significant achievements, and left a legacy that would live on for generations, all of which speak eloquently about their bravery and commitment to Rome. We are grateful that you have decided to accompany us on this enthralling excursion through the pages of ancient history. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video if you want to see more amazing things from the past. Keep your sense of wonder alive till we meet again, and don't stop unearthing the tales of our common ancestry. Goodbye.